In many ways, you would talk about Scotty being the heart of the school. He really exemplifies that. It's rare to find someone who loves a school so much, who's been such an integral part of the community, who cares so deeply about the kids, the colleagues, what we do here. This is his family. He's devoted his whole life to that.
I met Scotty and his lovely late wife, Christine, in 1981 when they both interviewed. You just fell in love with him. And you knew that he was going to be so good with our students.
I've known Scott since the first day I walked on campus. As a freshman in 1981, Scott came over, introduced himself. They didn't have a lacrosse team. I wanted to play lacrosse. Right away, introduced himself to my father. He sat with Scott for 5 minutes. There was a lacrosse team. That's the kind of guy he was. He made things happen.
I was a scared freshman. And you have to understand, prior to Forman, I never played a sport. And that's because I didn't have the confidence. I say, what sport do you play? And I was like, I don't know. Anyway, so he goes, okay, cross country. And to make a long story short, I excelled. He just knew right away from the beginning. That's where I belonged, and we had a winning team. We went to championships. And it was that's my time at Forman, that was life-changing for me.
One of my fondest memories, it was watching his soccer team, watching them win the HVAL championship. I just remember vividly at the end of that, just as the game was about to come to a conclusion, I looked over at him and you could see that tear in his eyes. I looked at him, I said, you're gonna do it. He said, we're doing it, we're doing it. And again, it goes back to that sense of it's about the kids.
When I came here, there wasn't as many sports for girls that I thought there were. I ended up asking Scotty if I could play on the boys ice hockey team and also the boys lacrosse team, which I did, and he was very supportive. He probably got a lot of pushback from the community and from other schools that there was a girl playing boys sports. And within a year, Scotty took the time to develop and support me in my vision, which was to have a girls lacrosse team here. It helped flourish women's sports in this community and also throughout the other boarding schools in the surrounding areas. He was able to give me the support I needed to make a vision happen, and it has definitely impacted my life and the things that I do every day now.
He is a kind, gentle, generous man. He has made the quality of my work life here so much better just by always being supportive.
I've known Scotty in a whole bunch of different ways, a coach and a colleague and a friend and a mentor. I mean, it sounds cliche, but Scotty was Scotty. He is one of the kindest, most impactful people you'll ever meet. He's genuine, he's him.
My first year working with Scotty, it was all about the kids. Everything was about the kids. And whether we were successful or not, he made sure that we knew that it was about the kids. And right there and then, I knew, Scotty, I knew you were gonna be my mentor. I knew it.
When our son came here as a new student, I requested Scotty be our son's advisor. Because not only did I know that Scotty would be a great advisor for our son, but that Scotty would put our son first. And it didn't matter that I was Scotty's boss, that he would always stick up for our son and would be happy to tell me, no, you're wrong. This is not in Sam's best interest.
He's a connector, and I think once you meet him, Scotty can meet any person, anywhere, any place, and really connect with them deeply. And then his passion for the school, right? His story is, I mean, a dream, right, of really someone who came, had an experience that really changed his life. And that's what we're trying to do for our kids here all the time.
You know, he'll be the first to tell you he's not perfect and he makes mistakes, and I think that that's what makes us all unique, and he really values that in all the kids and the kids he coaches and the faculty, and I think that that's why he can be so close to kids, because he lets them know it's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to just be who you are, and he's there for them. He is always there for them.
Scotty is one of those people that you don't meet often, who's willing to be vulnerable and real, to show emotion and not worry about it. I love that, and that's a gift too.
I couldn't ask for a better life, a better career at all. I came in the 8th grade, really struggling. My family background is pretty dysfunctional. You know, it was hard. I mean, I remember I was screwing around the dorm, and next thing I know, I'm handed a tent, and you have to sleep on the green. You can't come in the house because you're screwing around the dorm. And that's how we dealt with it then. You know, they say, okay, Scott, you got a night out on the green. And now, I never pitched a tent before, so I'm trying to pitch this pup tent, and it was a disaster, but I got it done. And you know, those are some of the small life lessons that make you realize now at my age how fortunate I was, because the school taught me how to work hard. And the school taught me that you could have a learning difference and still be successful. And you know, we have so many graduates, just not me, but go out and they rock the world because they think differently. I didn't see myself going to college. I didn't see myself playing soccer in college. You know, I didn't know what was next. Forman had given me one strong foundation, the ability to seek help when you're struggling. So a good example of that, you know, a lot of my classes in college, I took them orally. I did this psychology class, and the professor was a tough bird. And I said, I want to do it verbally. I want to do it in a conversation. So we went out for dinner. I bought him dinner. And he says, I taught him about learning differences. I taught him why I couldn't take notes. I taught him why I couldn't stay an hour and a half in this class. And we became very, very good friends. And the gift from me to him was making him understand that someone with a learning difference could be successful in his class, because he was a stubborn bastard. But we became very close. And he helped me move on and continue to advocate to professors and teachers about how I learn.
One of the things that really sort of drew me to Scotty is that he has such a deep and sincere love of Forman School and these students. I mean, he came here in the 8th grade in 1971 and really never left. So out of his 66 years, all but 15 of them have been spent at Forman School. So Forman School is as much him as he is Forman School.
Being here, I can't put it in words, because so many of these children in my 40 years have made me better and called me on things that I should have been called on, and made me listen better and made me understand how they're feeling. And that's important. That's so important. And I'll miss that drastically.
Hey Mackie, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for being the heartbeat of the community.
Thanks for being my coach and athletic director. As I went through the Forman School, you were always so happy and positive.
And I'm always amazed how every time I come to campus to see how much the athletic department has grown.
Thank you for always being there for me on and off the field.
Scotty, thank you for being amazing. Love you.
Hey Mackie, I just want to say thank you so much for everything you've done for me these past 3 years.
Just want to say a big thank you to Scotty, Mackie, and wishing you the best moving forward.
Congratulations, Mackie.
We just want to wish you a congratulations on 40 years. That's awesome.
We love and miss you. Thank you for all that you've done for us at our time.
Thank you so much and lots of love. This is Annie Walton Teeter, class of '88.
Thank you very much for everything you've done for the Forman community as well as us athletes. It's meant so much over the years.
Scotty, thank you so much for being a great leader on our campus, and I can't wait to see you in your new role.
I love you, and I'm always here for you, buddy. Thanks for everything.
Thank you so much for everything you have done for me. I don't think I would be where I am today without you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you so very much for all that you and your family have done for me.
We're all indebted to your good spirit and great service to the school.
It's incredible how time flies by, but it's still inside of us. Every single one that has passed by you, you have grown inside.
Scotty, thank you so much for being the heart of the Forman community. We're so excited to have you at Forman for a really long time and to continue working with you.
Congratulations on your new position, and thank you for all your great work that you did as athletic director.
You're the heart and soul of the school, Scotty. Well done.
Hey, congratulations, man. You were always a mentor for me growing up.
I couldn't have asked for a better coach and athletic director during my 4 years.
Hey Mackie, it's Oliver here. Just wanted to say thank you for everything that you've done.
Thank you, Mackie, for being a wonderful role model to me.
Thank you for everything you've done to help me in the last 2 years. You're an incredible person, full of love and laughter.
We love you, Scotty! Thank you so much for everything you do for all of Forman, and especially admissions. Our whole team loves you. Mwah!
We love you. Thank you for 40 years of service, dedication, love, and hard work to this community.
Hey Dad, Amber and I here saying congratulations on over 40 years with Forman. You've built quite the legacy there, and it's a legacy that will never be forgotten. So enjoy this, and
congratulations.
All right, now it's just me, but Dad, I really want to say thank you for everything you've done in my life. You have grown as a person and a human being, especially to where you started in your childhood and life, and the person you've become and the man that you became. And I strive to have a work ethic like yours and be half the man you are. And I became a teacher because of you and Mom, and I try to instill in my students the same thing that you taught me as a kid. So I love you, and don't cry. Bye.
So Scotty made the mistake at one point telling me that, you know, to let him know where I needed him. And so recently I came to him and I said, Scotty, I need you to help us in the advancement office, and that we have a lot of alums who I know that he has deep connections to. And I said, you know, I want to bring more of those alums back into the fold, and we have some priorities of things that we want to achieve, things that Scotty wants to achieve. And I said to him, Scotty, this is that capstone, this is your legacy. Long after he and I are gone, you know, these are the things that will live on.
It's going to be difficult, I think, for him to transition out of that athletic role. It's going to be an easy transition into the advancement role because he knows so many of our alums and they love him.
Alums that he meets with will get to see it's still him. It's the same Scotty that when they were on the playing field or when they were in the dorm, it'll be him, and that will be a gift to them. Absolutely.
Scott is going to be a compliment to everything they have going on. You can't say Forman without Scott McCarty.
He just doesn't even know how overwhelming yet that's going to be for him, and how fulfilling. That's really going to be his biggest achievement.
I mean, when I first heard about the transition, it was difficult. But talking to a lot of friends of mine who are ADs have gone through the same thing. They say, Scotty, this is where they put the horse out to pasture to raise money. I have great mentors who have been doing this longer than I have that I talk to on a consistent basis, and they say, there's no one else that needs to go out on the road now because you've changed so many lives. And people are going to look forward to talking stories with you. And I'm okay with that. And I think if I can make a child smile every day in today's world and feel good about him or herself, I'm happy.